Forts ranked. So this morning, I only had enough time to really get only a few games in. So I only have 2 games right now. So end of the season. Today is the 30th. Tomorrow's going to be the 30th, 31st. So that means I have exactly today and tomorrow to get into the top 20. I will be doing a stream tomorrow. Probably. I will just school isn't that much of a isn't difficult. I shouldn't say it's not a priority. It's definitely a priority. Anyways, so here I'm just playing Firebird, Firebird on elephants, nothing too special. I'm not doing live commentary here because well, I'm playing ranked and I actually have to use my brain to fight that enemy. It's not like the normal 4v4 lobbies where I can have half my neurons firing and still do okay. So I am opening red tech here. I'm gonna go for a fire mortar rush into 20 millimeters. This is my pretty much my standard elephants strategy. It's very aggressive, and I mean I like it mainly because it's aggressive. I don't like builds that wait around too long because like I'm not very much of a build order guy. I find that stuff to be a little less boring. I like mixing it up a little bit. So I'm gonna be building sky mortars here. Gonna go directly sky mortars. I used to do a strategy where I would fire directly at them, but I've discovered that that's much harder. It's much harder to counter consistent sky mortars after they updated the mortars, not the mortar, sorry, the gunner AI. Gunner AI is much stronger against mortars fired at a lower angle rather than the sky mortars I'll be going for here. As sky mortars, they won't do as much damage like in a concentrated spot, but they're much harder to shoot down, so it's just more consistent. Gonna get, I think I'm gonna get around five sky mortars, and then I'm gonna go heavy tech. But at around 5, you need like 8 gunners or so to shoot them all down, and at that point it's not even guaranteed. So like one gunner gets hit, and then you have to repair, and then another gunner gets hit because one gunner died, and it's super painful when you get around to 5, 6 fire mortars going on your base. So so I'll be going around that amount, and then I'll be slapping down heavy tech. Gonna get a sniper here. He gets a mortar trench. He actually gets like five gunners straight off the bat, and I see that there's green hats. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, he doesn't have hurricane gunners, because you can tell hurricane gunners because they have a different firing sound. So I'm like, no hurricane gunners. This is most likely overdrive, which means basically I'm on time limit. If I don't win this game decently fast, I've lost, right? Because he'll get fully upgraded mines. He'll get all of the high eco. You'll just slam down active in the late game, and it'll be terrible for me. So I'm gonna have to go aggressive here, and I got a really lucky mortar shot there. Like that mortar shot, I panned away very fast, and but that's gonna cause huge damage. The man was I'm imagining he was building on the bottom part, didn't really realize his whole base was set on fire by one mortar, so he's gonna lose. I think that was a battery, or maybe a battery and a storage. So he is hurt. Like he's lost a lot of his back. He lost connection to the back mine. He lost all of his gunners there. So he's hurting. I over here changed the angles of my mortars a little bit. I think I start missing a few because of this, which is not good, because like he's on the back foot. If I press my advantage here, I should win. And also all those gunners just shooting down all of 5 mortars. Those 3 gunners is actually criminal. Like come on. I have more mortars. But he also has he extended the trench down there. It used to be only 3 gunners. Now I think that's 6. Maybe it's only 5. Not exactly. I'm not 100% sure. And now I'm gonna have to build down soon to the bottom expansion. That's where I put my 20 millimeters. I don't really have actually a good 20 millimeters setup. That's something I do need to work on. So we're gonna start firing the mortars, not together anymore, because that'll give the enemy gunners more efficiency. And here I discover that his gunners are just completely exposed, like just completely shootable with the sniper. So I'm gonna shoot down quite a few of those, and that's really gonna expose him, because well, now that my mortars can actually get through, and I discover that my back mortars are woefully aimed way too far back, not actually even hitting the enemy, which is just embarrassing. Here I'm almost floating off. Am I gonna float off? No, I'm gonna build a few pieces of metal. And I got my buzzsaw up. I'm gonna try and buzzsaw that bottom connection, just try and disconnect it. Failed. Just everything got absorbed by that sandbag. A little bit sour about that. And gonna expand down here to the bottom connection. I mean, you can only get 1 mine down there, so it's not too much of a priority to expand down there, but most importantly, that's where I placed the 20 millimeters. Yeah, so not utilizing here. Here I do successfully cut off the extension, and gonna try and to kill the gunners there, aim at the gunners. I'm pretty sure the back mortars I intended to aim at the bottom, sorry, the front gunners, which I'm pretty sure I successfully did. And Yep, here I'm setting up the placement for the 20mm, which I will build very soon. Not a great setup. If you're looking for a good setup, look somewhere else. I'm gonna ask another good player for their setup on this map, because I know there's some 20mm pinch fist setup. I know there's a pinch fist rush for 20mm on this map, so I'm probably just gonna find whoever made that and copy it. Here I buzzsaw that was actually massive. Killing all of those gunners again, -3 gunners means that the firemores get so much more value as well. I'm assuming he went buzzsaw there because he was kind of getting desperate, assumed I didn't have any core defenses, and because he saw earlier in the game that I did delete off the metal in front. However, I replaced them mainly because I was floating and not for any real strategic intent. So here I'm just gonna build a big door 20mm. I build a door out because I realized that is building metal right there and can just be 100% buzzsawed. Building metal, if you don't know, can just be buzzsawed. If it's being replaced from like another material like wood, but if it's built out of like nothing, out of thin air, then it can't be buzzsawed, which is a really weird distinction. I don't think that was ever intentional. It's just how it goes. And now you have to just build a fresh new piece of metal instead of replacing wood, just so somebody can't just buzzsaw it and it's like -400 metal just because a buzzsaw kills metal. Here that was unlucky. Killed the strut that the turbine was on, dropping the whole thing. That was really unlucky because like the strut like side box is like, or side like hit range is very small. And here I'm just gonna shoot at his core. I see that his core is super low, and I'm like, what if I use active and Firebird? Maybe it'll just burn to death, and I can end the game, and it does. And that is game 1 done. GG. And it was overdrive, because what's the other commander? What's the other Chinese commander? Is overdrive, hurricane, and God, there's a third one. I know there's a third one. Hold on, I'm blanking. Architect. Oh yeah, Architect isn't seen very much. So here second game, I'm doing pinch fist. I have plans to go 1 missile silo into 20mm. Here's a very interesting thing though. He places down 3 turbines immediately. Now keep in mind, I places down 3 turbines as well, but I had a delay in between them. I know you don't have enough energy to place down tech and 3 turbines I've had. So I know this guy does not have tech, however has 3 turbines. 3 turbines is pinch fist. There is no arguing, there's no disputing that. It is pinch fist if it's somebody going 3 turbines, otherwise they would have no reason, or they would run out of metal and just float off energy the game. So I know the other guy is pinch fist, and I know that he's going for more of an eco pinch fist build. He must be, like, if this is another good player, he's going eco pinch fist if you go straight 3 turbines without tech. So I'm thinking, okay, this guy's gonna be behind me. If I get aggressive, I need a lot of damage, really fast, because I'm imagining he's gonna go upgrade center and try and late game me essentially. So gonna get heavy tech down here. Gonna go for 20mm, and from here I am gonna get a silo back here. Now, silo is a very interesting play. I love playing silo as pinch fist because you can just sell it off in the case that the enemy just builds an enormous amount of gunners. And it can be used to like, you can pressure turbines. You can also you can also provoke a reaction on them if they some people even tech switch into purple tech just seeing a silo. They think, oh, you're going mass nukes, obviously you're gonna sell off your bottom line, go get triple nukes and try and kill me. That's what you're gonna do. No, it's not. It's also just if the enemy thinks I'm committing to nukes, they maybe overreact, spend too many resources, and then I'm ahead. And so that's another reason I go nuke, and it's just a really fun thing. And then if you're pinch fist, sell it off, you get full metal reclaim, so you're not even that hurt. It's great. It's great. So we're gonna get a buzzsaw here too. Just buzzsaws are great. Good harass weapon. I did sell off my red tech though because I wanted to put the metal somewhere else, and I already had both the buzzsaw and the silo. You only really need one of each to convince the enemy that you will build them in the future. Like, if I see one buzzsaw out, I'm just going to assume there's always going to be buzzsaws on the board, and going to try and be careful, you know, forcing me to spend more resources to be careful. I'm going to get a 4-long there, just stability tech, just good. Gonna fire this, gonna just fire directly at the gunners. Them building gunners and three doors. That's 3 2-long doors. That's like 600 metal right there, just in the 2-long doors. That's crazy. That's a crazy amount of money that guy just invented just to build the doors, and then there's the 3 gunners on top, which is roughly another, like 200, 250 metal. So that guy has spent a crazy amount of metal just on those doors and on those gunners. And I missed the buzzsaw there. I was imagining there was a cannon in the bottom, so I was aiming for the bottom one. I missed. You know what happens. And so here I have the nuke silo up back up again. Don't have the energy though. I'm really gonna be struggling with energy. Gonna be a big thing for me in this game because I have the silo up. I have a buzzsaw up. I'm gonna have I want to build 20s, which is 4,000 metal energy each. Sorry. So this is gonna be a problem for me. Here I just absolutely like cope and seethe with my sniper aim there. You know, my goal was there. I knew the swarms weren't going to do much damage, especially because there were sandbags in front of those 20 millimeters. So I know that the chances of them doing any real damage wasn't high. But my goal was, you know, fire the 20 millimeters, kill the gunners, force him to replace the gunners. That's more metal gone for him. So gonna fire the buzzsaw here, and here I was like, you know what, that if the door opens, that looks very buzzsawable, and it does get buzzsawed. That is 600 metal worth of doors gone. 600. This guy is in shambles. Here I only realized what I could have done after. Here I could have just straight fired at the core. I think I would have just one-shot killed him if I fired at the core there, because look at, there's like 2 pieces of wood in front of that core. So I may have just been able to straight kill him there if I had been a little bit brainy about it. But you know what, it happens. I was auto-firing, just firing at the enemy weapons because they usually have doors on it. It's more expensive to repair. It's like, you know, auto mode on. Which is a shame, but it happens. I am a little sus about the two batteries below the core. If that explodes, that would probably kill me. That is in the back of my mind. I don't think he has a weapon up right now because he's been so delayed. Here I'm gonna try and buzzsaw again. It just gets eaten by my own swarms. An absolute tragedy. But the swarms have done a lot. They've gotten a lot of return value. They're still sellable. If I needed the metal, I could still sell the swarm missile. I'm in a pretty good spot. I got core damage. Sadly, if I group fired the third 20 millimeter, I probably could have just straight killed the core there, but you know what it happens. I mean, like 20 millimeters also have deviation, so you can always just blame luck when in doubt, especially when it comes to 20 minutes. Here I'm building up howitzer defenses. At this point I'm thinking, you know what, he hasn't fired his weapons in a hot minute. He hasn't fired any weapons actually. So I'm assuming that is some sort of more heavier weapons, more expensive weapons. You know, howitzers, you have to build 3 extra storages, and it's very expensive, and build time's decent as well. So I'm thinking this guy probably has a howitzer. My assumption will never prove to be true. He in actuality he just has a cannon. But yeah, you know, better safe than sorry. I'm in the advantageous position. Not defending a howitzer in this position is the way you lose. Right? Like I'm ahead. That's how I could throw. So here protecting the batteries. I don't want that to die. That's probably one of the few ways that a cannon could one-shot me. And I'm gonna fire the 20 millimeter on bottom there. You know, just pretty standard stuff. Gonna fire my cannons not at the core anymore. I see that the core actually just has, you know, a shitload of sandbags in front of it, a lot of wood. Not much value to be found just shooting at a wall of wood. That's pretty easily repairable, and the sandbags as well. Sandbags, you know, being free of metal cost, just costing only energy. Getting a battery down there. I'm at this point thinking, okay, what can I do to win the game? I'm thinking howitzer. I'm thinking howitzer below the core will probably kill the game, not kill the game, end the game, as, you know, howitzer plus 320 millimeters. Nothing much is stopping that, right? But here I'm gonna fire at the cannons, and they neither of them die, but they both come exposed. So then, you know, as the good force player, and I hop over to my sniper. I hit the first one. I realized I probably shouldn't shoot the first one because he can just build a turbine in front of it. So I killed the top one. I followed up, and I also killed the bottom one. So the other guy didn't get that insta turbine, insta device down fast enough to save the bottom one. Is what it is. And here he resigns. He sells off. You know what? That's fair. I would do that too. In that position, he was in a very bad position. That was almost not coming back well. He would have to do some crazy sniper shit on my 20 millimeters to come back from that. So I hope you enjoyed, and maybe I'll catch the next video. See ya.